and say hi to all my people. Buenas tardes, bienvenidos todos. Gracias por estar aquí. Wow, it is such a pleasure. Welcome, everyone. This is going to be a bilingual transmission. Mi nombre es Coach Dianiluz. My name is Coach Dianiluz, and I am in Orlando, Florida. Hi, Milagros. It's great to have you all in here. Gracias por unirnos en esta celebración, ¿verdad? Fiesta. Yeshua quiso hacer una fiesta, así que esta transmisión va a ser un poco distinta a lo que hemos hecho anteriormente. Sin embargo, también vamos a recibir sus preguntas. Gracias por unirse. La transmisión va a ser interpretada. Eso significa que en vez de traducir cada palabra, vamos a interpretar el mensaje en general. Así que va a ser mayormente en inglés con vamos a decir, captions. We're mostly going English with captions in Spanish. So, welcome everyone. Bienvenidos todos. Feliz Navidad. And I think that one everybody can understand.
Yep.
Honey?
Just a second. I'm figuring things out here still.
Oh, well, okay. So I'm going to sing a Christmas carol now.
Okay. Please do.
En español. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Próspero año y felicidad. Oh my God. This is so awesome because he's here and he's been singing and he wants to sing today.
Yeah, he does that a lot to me too.
So yeah, he is saying Feliz Navidad.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
that's
wow.
lovely. So thank you very much for having us. This is a lot of fun and we are so excited that we get to do this again. That we did another one. I don't remember exactly when it was.
September 21st.
September, yes.
For the equinox.
Exactly. So then we are doing this again to then another, let's say, transitional moment for all of us and all of those energies. And like Yeshua is saying, it's like we are closing the year with a golden key, you know, that at least that's a saying in Portuguese. I'm translating. So yeah, so we're very excited. For whoever doesn't know us, I'm Annie and
Flavia.
This is Flavia. We're from Lightworkers613 and such an honor to be here with you guys. Yes. I think we should share the link. That's what I forgot to do.
The YouTube link?
No, this one.
Share again?
Yeah, I think I posted it earlier.
On the 613.
Yeah, we already have.
Yeah, it's there.
We have already 12 people on YouTube also. So guys, hi. If you want to put your questions later on chat, I'll be keeping an eye there.
Yep.
So they are saying Feliz Navidad also.
I need some musical instruments, seriously.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a Puerto Rican without maracas. That is unheard of. I need maracas. All right. All set, guys?
All set.
Beautiful. So if I may, please, I would like to invite everyone's energy to group in this beautiful light at this time. So let's take all a deep breath in. Vamos a respirar. And let's open our hearts. Let's open our minds. Vamos a abrir nuestros corazones, nuestra mente. And let's feel this beautiful energy of grace that is pouring over us right now. Sintamos la energía de la gracia mientras entra, mientras nos envuelve. Let's ask the angels, the archangels, to be present at this time. All of our archangels. There's going to be some healing, I hear. Beautiful. Thank you. Hermoso. Archangel Raphael is here. Archangel Michael. Archangel Chamuel. Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Uriel. Let's welcome this beautiful, beautiful transition of the summer solstice with a grateful heart. Knowing that this beautiful graduation is something we have been waiting for. Our souls have been waiting for this graduation for a long time. To see yourselves as beautiful graduates in a commencement. Esto es una graduación para todos nosotros, así que observa cómo estás de fiesta en tu graduación. And let's invite our guides to join us in this beautiful fiesta today. Thank you for being here. Invitemos a nuestros guías. Gracias por estar aquí. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Annie?
Thank you. Thank you very much for everyone that is here. And yep, let's go. It's fiesta time. So Yeshua has been sharing some stuff with Yanni and myself about the rebirth. Do you want to share what he showed you?
Sure, let's do that. It's been beautiful going through destruction. That sounds like a paradox, but it isn't. Basically, this 2019 has been the collapse of whatever needed to already be cleansed from our energies. Many people have been experiencing that throughout the year. And he's given me the image of how you need a clean vessel. A clean vessel. So he wants to apologize at this time to those of you who have been going through a very painful experience. Because literally it's like being broken, like your old vessel has been broken. However, visualize this beautiful grail of gold. Visualize yourself as an amazing, beautiful grail of gold that is receiving the outpour of the light that is coming from the central sun at this time. It's like the energy that was coming throughout the summer and into this moment was so strong that was breaking us apart. So surrender was the step to take to be able to allow the process. And part of what he shared yesterday is that, you know, in this process, because there's still people who are going through it, prayer, silence, and surrender are key. Okay, and I'm going to translate for a second. Parte de lo que me está dando Yeshua en este momento para todos ustedes es que todo este proceso de destrucción del 2019 era necesario para que nosotros podamos emerger como si fuéramos el cáliz sagrado. Imagínense ustedes como un cáliz sagrado, dorado, hermoso, recibiendo toda la luz, ¿verdad? Y que para nosotros poder entrar en ese espacio, ¿verdad? Porque hay todavía personas que han estado en los procesos, lo que es necesario es la oración en silencio y la rendición. Rendición. And surrender is key because when we resist, that causes pain. So if any person is still experiencing pain at a heart level, at an emotional level, even at a physical level in their body, check if you are sort of resisting the process at some level, okay? Because part of what happens is that your old self is dying. And as your old self dies, there is grief. And sometimes we don't recognize it because it's symbolic. You're not really dying. But we feel the effects of that transition. Okay, so as we sort of surrender and say, okay, allow me to be transformed. And there is beauty. Oh, thank you. There is a verse in the Bible that says, no, I'm sorry. I don't remember if it is a Bible verse, but we used to have a song in Spanish saying, quiero ser un vaso nuevo. It's like a very beautiful church song that says, you know, I want to be a new glass, you know, just make me a new glass. So that is what is happening in here. And as we allow this beautiful, beautiful new space to emerge, you're making room. You're playing by the law, meaning the chaos the emptiness is being created so that the universe can fill it up with all the gifts that are coming in 2020. Okay? Así que mientras nosotros damos el permiso y entramos en rendición para que nuestro vaso sea destruido, para que nosotros podamos ser un vaso nuevo, creamos el caos, creamos el espacio vacío para que el universo pueda llenarlo con las bendiciones que vienen el 2020. Okay. So I would like to guide us in a little meditation that he gave me yesterday that I think is beautiful as a preparation for what he is going to bring us today. Okay, and I will invite everybody to now take a deep breath and let's do a visualization. Vamos a hacer una visualización, parte de lo que él me dio ayer. And this is what I want you to see. You know that we have the nativity sets. We have all seen the nativity sets. So let's picture that beautiful scene. Just stand in front of the nativity and take a look at everything that is around. Like you are this beautiful spirit outside the nativity set. Vamos a visualizar un pesebre y todos nosotros estamos parados frente al pesebre visualizando todo lo que está pasando ahí. Just take a moment to observe Joseph. Observe Mary. And now focus your attention in the newborn child. Observa a José, María, y ahora enfoca tu atención en el niño recién nacido. I want you to focus on the energy of what this child is about. And this child is small, fragile, human. He has a system of support, which is his parents. Just like you, exactly like you. We all have a support system, and I was telling Annie what a beautiful joy it is to know that our soul family is our support system right now. So you have a support system. You have it. We have it. Yeah? Tenemos un grupo de apoyo, nuestras almas de apoyo que están con nosotros en esta experiencia, en este momento. Obsérvate en ese niño frágil, indefenso, humano, hermoso. He's beautiful, he shines. Can you see the shine? It's really amazing. His energy is spectacular. And you are the soul observing this child. And what Yeshua is inviting us to do at this time is to put ourselves in his place. So you are the soul incarnating in baby Jesus right now. En este momento, Yeshua te pide que tú seas el alma que entra en el cuerpo de este niño y se encarna como el niño Jesús. Tú eres su alma. Let's move in slowly into this transition of becoming the Messiah. And now you're not longer looking from the outside, but you are looking up because you are that baby. You are that child. You are that promise. You are the hope. You are the power. You are the incarnation of love. Observa como en este momento eres el niño encarnado en amor, en luz, en esperanza, en belleza. So as that child, as you look up from that beautiful cradle, you can see that there is a shining star above. It's the Star of Bethlehem. Observe your star, your shining star above your head, and see how this star is igniting and is connecting to your head chakra. Observemos ahora que la estrella de Belén se enciende y se conecta con tu chakra de la corona. and see how you and the divine, you and God, are one. One and the same. And this child has become the divine child. You have become the divine child. En la medida que observamos que esa estrella se conecta con nuestro chakra coronario, observa tu conexión con la divinidad. Y reconócete como el niño divino. And as you are incarnating in this new experience as the new promise for this earth, the question that Yeshua wants to bring is, what do you want to bring to this planet at this time? What is the desire of your heart to bring as a gift to the experience of this planet at this time? Y ahora que te ves como el niño, como el Mesías que trae la esperanza, que trae la promesa de un mundo nuevo, Yeshua te pregunta, ¿qué es lo que tú quieres traer a este nuevo mundo? So let's take a moment here to reflect on one thing that we wish to embody for the planet for this new phase. Tomemos un momento para pensar en qué es esa facultad, ese regalo que quieres encarnar en este momento para la nueva tierra. Y da el permiso para que este regalo se encienda en tu corazón. Now you may give permission for this new gift that you are to be enlightened in your heart space. And as we expand this beautiful gift throughout this beautiful space where we are, throughout our communities, throughout this planet, we are already bringing this love and this gift into the world. En la medida que vemos encendido ese corazón que está ya conectado con este deseo, lo expandimos a través de todo este espacio, de nuestra comunidad, de nuestro planeta, y ya está aquí. Ya está aquí. Let there be light. Let there be light. Let there be light. And slowly, let's come back into this space with this new beautiful gift and this new beautiful consciousness of the Christ in us. Thank you. Regresamos suavecito con este regalo que hemos recibido y esta conciencia del Cristo que somos cada uno de nosotros. Ani.
I think
Okay,
we were muted. I'm sorry. I've been talking and nothing's happening.
It's part of the silence. He says she's making a statement.
Yep.
He's making a statement of silence. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
I have Mother Mary, and she said that she wanted to sing a song for you, a song that she sang for Yeshua when he arrived in that body, so it could help regulate the energies and really embrace all of that energy in his physical body, because that's what she's willing us to do right now, to be conscious of the divine in you in a physical body. You don't need to release the body to be connected to the divine. And that's the song that she sang for him when she welcomed him in the body. It's a light language song, probably not gonna comprehend anything that I'm saying, but the mind and the heart, it knows. So I think that she wants to sing. She's been singing in my head all the time as I was, as we were doing the meditation, she's been singing. And then she asked, and she just put her hand on my shoulders like, can I sing through you? I'm like, yes. How can I say no to Mother Mary?
It's a fiesta. Oh
You
my
were
God.
saying that in the beginning, and I was seeing no reaction in the chat or
Yeah,
in
no
general.
one said anything like, wow.
This is so great. Yeah. And they're like, we are muted.
Okay, so she's inviting us to go back to that place of surrender and just relax the mind again and connect to your heart. So if you want to place your hand over your heart, if not, just listen and embrace the energies. Narcis orthieam anasir spicor orsium tursirtash anasir urthi arshai orsithrir anasir shiur orkehar tieraoi orshithru. Take a deep breath and embrace that energy in your body now. And whatever you feel, everything is correct and perfect right now. And so it is. So we had a little Mother Mary moment.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Mother Mary.
She's smiling. Like she's smiling down at him, when he was born. Like she's holding all of us in her arms and smiling down at us. Love her so much.
Archangel Raphael would like to come through now for healing. And the healing is geared towards people who have had losses during this year or before, during this whole process that began in 2012. He's acknowledging that many of us had many losses. Many souls have departed from the planet. Many people have decided to stay in the old consciousness. People that we love. So he's standing right behind everyone right now. And his energy of green healing light is going straight into your heart. And it's like a purification that is bringing the light through your heart. And visualize how that light is cleansing your heart right now from all the pain, from all the losses, from all that's past, from all that has been painful, not only in this lifetime, this incarnation, also in past incarnations. Purification. And as the light comes through from your back into your front, Yeshua is standing right before you, right in front of you, receiving and transmuting that into light. So allow all the pain, just give it to him. Just release all the pain, all the sadness, all the grieving, all the losses. Allow for him to take on this energy away from you. Just surrender and give it away. It's no longer yours. Oh. Take a deep breath in if you need it. And have your lungs push out with this breathing. Be a part of the process. Be a part of the process. Let it go. Let it go. Beautiful. It's okay to cry, he says. It's okay. It's okay to cry. It's okay. It's very good. It's very cleansing. Permite que la energía del arcángel Rafael en este momento envíe su luz verde a través de tu corazón. Purifique y todo lo que ha sido dolor, pérdida, tristeza de esta u otras vidas, permite que la luz atraviese tu corazón y que toda esa energía de lo que ya se va a entregar salga. Yeshua está parado frente a ti recogiendo todo eso. Permite que lo reciba. Suelta y deja ir. Respira. Archangel Uriel now is coming in to fill you up with light. Allow, permite que la energía de la luz de Uriel en este momento entre a llenar todo tu espacio de luz. I am light, let there be light. I am light, let there be light. I am light, let there be light. Beautiful. Purification is now complete. Gracias, gracias, gracias. La purificación fue completada en este momento. Thank you. Thank you.
What are you seeing?
Me?
No.
Flavia, because she's smiling during the thing.
Flavia. Hey, share, Flavia.
I was seeing the light that was coming through the back of my back. As it passed through my heart. It was like two strands of energy, and every time they crossed each other, they multiplied. And so it was like this, and every time they connected, they multiplied, and as it came out of me, it was coming out of everyone, and it was connecting like veins.
Wow.
Showing our
like a grid, like creating a grid.
Yeah, with everyone.
Flavia nos dice que mientras ella estaba haciendo la meditación veía como la luz estaba saliendo como si fueran rayos de luz y que se estaban conectando todos los rayos de luz con todo el mundo en todo el espacio de una forma maravillosa, haciendo como un grid de luz. Wow, this is beautiful and amazing. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody who's here. I can feel this group in some weird way that I have never experienced it before. So that means that we are in the experience of oneness. So thank you, you all. My God, I just have to say, los amo. I love you people. Wow. Oh my God.
Yeshua is saying that yes, that's oneness. That's you experiencing oneness. That love, it's undescribable. There is absolutely not even a word in our vocabularies to understand that love, of all of everyone that is watching. So thank you.
Wow. Whew. I just want to sing a song with maracas, but I don't have any.
Maybe next time.
It's going like that.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yes. Wow. I just experienced a miracle here while we were doing this.
What happened?
A huge one. As I was doing all this clearing, my partner, I call him Sunshine, and he was texting me as we're doing all this.
Of course.
So holy cow. Wow. How amazing. Thank
Yeah.
you. Divine Love. Derek is here too. That's amazing. So let me recap because I'm even hot. This is very, it's very hot.
It is like
Even I am hot and I'm never hot.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow.
That's
This
Yeshua.
is new.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't need this anymore, I think.
I tell him
Yeah.
sometimes that he has absolutely no manners. He either makes us cry or makes us hot. It's like, will you not?
People are bawling in the chat here.
Yeah, people are crying all over the place. So that's been great.
So Ania, what I think is that he's ready to talk, he says.
Yeah.
Right?
He is. Well, he's always ready to talk. Anytime you want to call him,
I am so ready to listen right now.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe we should if you guys want to place your questions in the ask a question here, or I mean Q&A here, or on chat, or on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, you can place your questions for Yeshua. We thought that we should keep this focus on the theme, which is the rebirth and the energies that are coming in. So anything that you have a question about related to those themes, let's explore those right now, because I think that for some reason, he wants me to watch the first questions and answer as I will just say what he's saying. And then I will go into trance and I will let you talk to him, as he's in my body. He wanted me to share a little bit about how that is for me. I don't know if we've done that last time. For some reason, he wants me to do that. So how it is that I can bring him through my body, because that's another thing that we wanted to discuss. It is that anyone can do that. And it's not, do you want me to stop talking so you can translate?
No, keep going.
So we thought that we should share a little bit of how it is for us, in our bodies, in our consciousness, to talk to Yeshua, to talk to archangels and other beings, how it feels for us and what is our experience, so people can gather a better idea. And he's saying that everyone somehow is channeling him. It's a matter of being aware of how, because it's very personal. So he wanted us to share.
I will translate that. Ok, vamos a tomar preguntas y respuestas de ustedes y vamos a hacerlo a través del chat y pueden poner sus preguntas aquí y les pedimos por favor que sean preguntas que estén dirigidas a los procesos que estamos trabajando hoy, ¿verdad? El proceso de renacer, el proceso del espíritu, los procesos más elevados en el día de hoy. Parte de lo que Yeshua nos está pidiendo y me estaba pidiendo a mí también, ¿verdad? Es que compartamos con ustedes cómo ha sido nuestro proceso de conectarnos con Él. Porque si ya usted está renaciendo en este espacio, parte de lo que Él desea es que usted entienda que su frecuencia vibratoria acaba de elevarse hasta acá. Así que vamos a compartir eso. I just got this beautiful thing. I just got him telling me that through that meditation, our energy was upgraded to match his frequency. So basically what he did is he upgraded us. And now we're going to tell you how to do this. And all of you are going to be having these amazing one-on-ones with him. Oh my God, this is exciting.
Exactly.
Muy bien, let's go.
It is a matter of managing that frequency sometimes in a physical body, in a physical plane. Sometimes it is remaining in that frequency that is the most challenging thing for us.
Okay, you want to start with how you...
Yeah, it's different for me. All of the kinds of channeling that I do, they all come differently. When I'm writing something down, sometimes I just let him use my hand. Sometimes it's just like I connect to him and then I just let him write using my hand. Sometimes I listen to what he says and I write things down as my cognition. So I find that it's very... It's very personal, the ways that we connect to him, for example. So if you're willing to connect to Yeshua in specific, or whoever it is that you're willing to connect in specific, I think that the most important thing that we can do is release expectations and just let them come exactly as they are, exactly as we are ready to receive them at that point, because they will always meet you where you are. So that's been my experience with all of those beings that I channel.
Todas estas energías que Ani canaliza, ¿verdad? En su experiencia lo que ha pasado es que ella sencillamente permite que se manifiesten y que se expresen de la forma en que ellos quieren. A veces es a través de escritura o a veces es a través de darle el mensaje y ella lo recibe, y a veces es a través de mediunidad, ¿verdad? Pero básicamente lo que ella nos explica, que lo importante es soltar la expectativa de cómo va a ser. ¿Verdad? Dejar que las cosas sucedan y fluyan de la forma en que uno sabe que está conectado a la energía. Annie, I want to ask you a question, and just for the sake of doing like a little interview here.
Okay.
What physical symptoms you feel when there is a presence around you?
It depends on the being, but like, for example, for Yeshua, I feel like my heart is expanding and I feel like tingling on my heart, and I feel like I love everybody so much. I could hug people on the street, whenever he's close to me, and he's always close to me. So I'm that crazy person that wants to hug people on the supermarket. And sometimes it depends on how close they are, how close their energy is when I am perceiving them, outside of me. But they make me hot. They make my body burn, or they make my ears burn, and my cheeks, or sometimes my eyes or my third eye. It varies, I have all kinds of sensations. Sometimes not even like great ones, because my body is not as equipped, because I'm still training. Let's say I'm still learning on how to do this. So sometimes I feel belly aches. Sometimes I get a little headache, or my ear starts ringing really, really loudly. And then I breathe again, and then I can really embrace that energy. So whenever I'm not connected to my breath, that's when it gets a little challenging for the body.
Básicamente lo que yo le pregunté a Ani, que cuáles son las sensaciones físicas que ella experimenta cuando está canalizando. Y ella habla de... Sorry about my throat.
It's coming out. Yeshua is
it's
saying
the vibration.
Don't worry.
It's the vibration. Yeah. Parte de lo que ella experimenta a veces es que tiene una apertura del corazón, y entonces ella quiere amar a todo el mundo y abrazar a todo el mundo. Entonces puede ser cosquilleo en el cuerpo. A veces, como ella todavía está calibrando las energías, puede ser un dolor de estómago, puede ser pitido en el oído, otra vez, ¿verdad? Sensación de calor en el cuerpo. Así que hay diferentes formas en que ella recibe y puede entender que hay una presencia alrededor de ella. Go ahead.
What about you? How does it feel in your body?
Again, because most of my work is with the archangels, they all manifest in a different frequency. Yeah. So it's like... Michael, for example, is like this huge column of energy, and that's Michael. And then Gabriel talks. Gabriel, I have clairaudience, and because I have given permission for them to come, then they can talk. Or Uriel is the light of God, so I can hardly feel him, because it's like very, very, very soft. Jophiel is beauty. So it's like everything that, when you start fixing yourself, buying new clothes, fixing the house, that's your feel in the house. Raphael, he comes more as a presence lately, very much in the frequency of Yeshua, because they're doing a lot of healing work.
Yeah.
So you can feel the presence of this. It's like, let me see how I can describe it. It's like an energy field. It's like an energy. I'm trying to find a movie that has a character with an energy field. I can't find one. But it's that. You just feel the energy as in a shape.
Yeah.
And
I think yeah, I see him like that too. And I feel that as he's connected to healing in the physical body, it's easier for us to comprehend him as that. So I think that's why he shows up in more like a material way than the others.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And Metatron, which is this amazing archangel that is very high in the frequency of the divine. He comes in as tingling on this side of my body and sometimes heat. Now, Metatron for me doesn't have a physicality ever.
Yeah.
Because he's really high up. And Raziel, who is the wisdom of God, he is literally thoughts. It's like, this is my favorite one. You know, if I can suggest an angel, like please, you have to connect with this angel, is Raziel. It's like, I have a question regarding Ascension. Raziel, what's up? Bam. I'm stuck with my Spanish and I need a translation. Raziel, what's up? Where are my keys? Bam, Raziel. Yeah, but you have to create a connection with the angels that is about your spiritual growth, but it's also about your daily life because they're here to help us with everything. Yes. So I'm going to translate a little bit. Básicamente estoy hablando de cómo yo puedo percibir a mis ángeles de formas diferentes todo el tiempo, ¿verdad? Y algunos vienen como pensamiento, otro es vibración, otro es presencia, ¿verdad? Así que cada presencia se va a manifestar de formas diferentes y hay que mantener la mente abierta. Y lo más importante que yo puedo recomendar es que siempre preguntes quién eres tú y te abras a recibir la respuesta. I think the best thing I can share with the audience is to always ask, who are you? And be open to receiving. And for those of you who are interested in creating a connection with the archangels, start with your guardian angel. That's your 101 of angelic. You know, start with the guardian angel and then ask him what's your name. And he will always be present as a connector for all that is happening. And you will always feel safe. Okay. Oh, thank you, Annie. That was enlightening.
Thank you. That was awesome.
My pleasure.
Should we go to some questions?
One more thing then before we go there, and is how, and I don't remember if we did talk about this in September, but I do want to share how I got connected to Yeshua himself, because many people later sort of like related to that experience in a way.
Oh yeah, he's saying the same, like, oh, you should share your stories.
It's a fiesta anyway.
Yeah.
So basically, I was raised in the Presbyterian church and I went to Baptist school. So I have known his story since I was a little child. Now, as an advanced soul, I always felt somehow that many of what I was hearing is not what it was. Okay, that there was more to it. However, I remember creating this imaginary garden in my mind. And this beautiful garden had like a beautiful fountain in the middle and then this little bench. And whenever I could not handle life, I would, in my imagination, go to that bench and sit down, and he will come into the garden and sit with me. Now, in that time when I didn't have all this awareness, I was making that up, but I was in a different dimension with him without knowing it. So what I recommend, if you want to have this one-on-one connection, is create a space first. Create a beautiful space where you have always that spot where you meet. And it could be anywhere. It could be a spot in your room, or it could be a spot in nature, or it could be this beautiful ocean spot, whatever you want, whatever works for you. But my only recommendation would be to always make it the same. Always open that, is because you're kind of opening a portal. Okay, hold on one second. Clarify, Raziel. Okay, what I'm hearing from him now is that is going to shift a little bit in 2020. Because there's going to be multi-dimensional spaces, because the timelines are collapsing. So, okay, got it. So it's important that you start with that, but don't live into your mind to that's the only place where you will meet. Gotcha.
Yeah. He's having me share a class about that, and he calls that, for me, he calls like your sacred space or your own temple of love. So he wants me to create a whole class about that and how to reach that place, and how to. It's so interesting that you're saying that, because they've been talking about like him and Horus. They've been talking about that a lot, and want to really bring something that is more cognizable for the mind, so we can do that with intention. It's very interesting.
Let me just translate for a second. Parte de lo que acabo de explicar de mi experiencia con Yeshua es que yo me conecté con él imaginando un jardín. Y yo siempre me sentaba en mi barquito, él llegaba. Y parte de lo que tú puedes hacer también para comenzar esa conexión uno a uno es crear un espacio que se convierte en un portal para que tú puedas entonces conectar ahí en cualquier lugar que tú quieras, en tu cuarto, en la naturaleza. Pero entonces, durante esa explicación, lo que me trae nuevo es que en el 2020 todo esto va a ser multidimensional. No te aferres a que solamente lo vas a ver ahí, porque lo vas a sentir en cualquier espacio, porque las líneas del tiempo están colapsando y las dimensiones están en multiplicidad abriéndose. Así que él está en múltiples dimensiones a la misma vez, y tú también, porque tú eres como él, ¿ok? Así que eso es parte del proceso de ascensión. Ascension is going to be part of that recognition that as he is multidimensional, so are we.
Yep. Exactly.
That is exciting.
That's awesome.
Yanni, go ahead.
Cool. Yeah, my experience with him is not so different from yours, because I was raised Catholic, so I had all of that learning and that programming, and I never felt a connection to him, that Jesus from the church. I could never feel it. I could never like Christmas, for example. I could never. It never ring anything to me, personal. But I would love to go to church sometimes and just watch people feeling grateful and sharing. That was something that I always felt like. But then, yada yada yada, so many things happened. I started seeing him as a golden angel, and he would show up for me when I started meditating, because I was in a very, very low place in my life. I started doing anything at all to get out of there. So I started meditating, and he would show up, and sometimes he would show up in the middle of the night in my room, and he would talk to me, but he was just this golden angel. I could not see his face. I could not see anything. I didn't know his name. So he started just showing up like that for me, and I started connecting to that energy, so I could let go of that image that I had of Yeshua, of Jesus, that it was not my truth, because I knew him, in that lifetime. So it was very hard for me to comprehend that vision that people made of him.
Okay, hold on one second, because that's important. Need to translate. Annie comenzó su vida, ¿verdad? Dentro del catolicismo, y le gustaba compartir con las personas en la iglesia, pero ella sabía que había una realidad alterna, y de la forma en que Yeshua se le estaba presentando a ella era en forma de un ángel, y eso era en parte para que ella pudiese soltar la imagen que tenía grabada de él, de lo que había aprendido a través de la religión, y especialmente porque ella estuvo con él en su espacio físico aquí en la tierra, y by the way, yo también. Y yo vi eso a través de una regresión hipnótica, y muchos de ustedes quizás también estuvieron ahí, por eso están conectados aquí. I'm just clarifying that you were there with him at that time.
Yeah.
I was there too, and the way I knew that is because I did a hypnosis, a regression, and he walked right by me.
Oh God, I want to cry just think about it. So
I passed
crazy.
out after that. It was so intense.
Yeah.
I literally passed out, and I woke up the next morning, and I was like, "What happened here?" I think that was the moment when I think that was my moment of acceptance from the garden imagination moment, because I was asking myself, when is it that I really connected with him? When did that really happen?
Yeah.
And now I realize that was the moment when I did the regression and he passed me. It was like, wow, big shift of dimensions there.
Yeah, exactly.
Go ahead.
That's so cool.
We should do a documentary.
Yeah,
I get so creative.
Yeah, me too. Sometimes I want to do that.
And I can see a Netflix series happening here.
Yeah, can you think about it? That would be so great. But then I started, as I allowed myself to access that multidimensionality, I started seeing myself playing many roles for him in that lifetime in different timelines.
Oh, wow.
If it makes sense. So I remember vividly, that's the closest one to me. There was two people close to him. One was Sarah, his daughter, his first daughter, and one was Mary Magdalene, his wife. So I can see through both of their eyes as I am them, because I have strong fractals of them. So as me now, I kind of embody both of that things, which is super mind screwing.
Blowing.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's hard to understand with the human mind sometimes, but then if we just allow that that multidimensionality to be present, it gets so much easier. So then you can see yourself not as being limited as this body or not one body there. We are all, and we can connect to all. So I think that is what really brought me into comprehending a little better how I can channel him.
Okay, I need to calibrate here, because you went Mary Magdalene and she came, and my mind is going.
Yeah.
So I need to regroup. Parte de lo que Ani está explicando es que obviamente nosotros, como somos fractales de energía, ella en esa vida con Jesús estaba fue parte de la experiencia de la hija de Jesús y de María Magdalena también. Y que es difícil a veces para nuestra mente humana entender cómo nosotros podemos estar en varias dimensiones en una misma vida siendo parte de, pero estamos hablando de energía. So, la energía va a hacer lo que tiene que hacer, que es ir a los lugares donde se necesita. Hold on, because I have her here. And I'm calibrating, because I had this information that you just shared completely explained to me how I knew that there were a couple before the Da Vinci Code came out.
Me too. Same. Flavia's even dying a little bit.
Oh my God. Okay, Flavia, breathe. No, apologize. This is intense.
Yeah.
And it was because I wrote a poem many years ago about her asking him to love her. And this poem had such passion and such connection. I was like, oh my God, how can I write that?
Yes.
Like, now I understand. I was also her.
Yes. So many of us.
Just going like that.
Yes. Like, she's like, yep. Because so many of us, we have remembrances of that, because it's like she's back to do even an upgraded version of what she did. And that's why she chose many bodies. She's told me about that many times. So we can bring all of that knowledge that sometimes got suppressed by society, that we can do this again in a place where we feel safer. So that's why she is in so many of us.
Wow. Parte de lo que estoy viendo ahora mismo es que esto que Ani explica de que nosotros somos un fractal que se puede manifestar en diferentes experiencias, me explica claramente por qué antes de yo ver el código de Da Vinci, yo sabía que Jesús y María Magdalena eran pareja, porque yo escribí un poema donde era un amor por este hombre, una cosa, y yo decía, Dios mío, pero es eso, es que nosotros hemos estado conectados en todas estas experiencias. It's the experience of oneness.
Yes, that's what they really, really
But now
showed.
we're understanding it. Thank you. Oh, Annie, I love you.
Interesting. Love you too.
I don't remember if I said it lately, but just in case.
Just in case, I love you.
You can tell us around.
Of course we would meet, right? Yeah. It's like we are the same thing.
Oh
all of us. So yeah, that's awesome.
Beautiful. Okay.
So that's I think that's my experience with them, and it wasn't easy in the beginning. It wasn't easy because of all of that things that I learned in church. I felt so guilty by feeling and seeing those things. So he showed up in a regression, and he grabbed me, and then I was just in that place that I was laying in someone's lap, and I was a little baby, and then there was a man standing next to me, and then I looked at him and he looked at me, and then I just touched his face, and he had a beard and a long hair, and then it was him, and I knew that he was like my father, and that was the easiest thing for me to comprehend before I could see other timelines and other dimensions. That is my connection to him. So it was not easy to accept him. When I started channeling him, I could not look him in the eye, because I didn't feel worthy. I only looked at him like the waist down or his feet, and and he wouldn't push me. He wouldn't hold my head up. He would just wait for me to be ready to look him, as we are one. So that might be what some people are experiencing. It's like they don't feel worthy enough to talk to him. And he would just like to say that it's okay. It's not true, but it's okay. And he'll wait and he'll meet you exactly as you are, because for him, we are all perfect and all divine, and there is no separation. So whenever we are ready, he is there.
Dani comparte que en el principio, cuando ella estaba haciendo su transición para poder hacer su conexión uno a uno con con Jesús, pues todavía toda la programación de la religión estaba presente y ella sentía una culpa increíble, así que ella no se atrevía ni a mirarlo a los ojos, siempre lo miraba desde abajo. Así que eso fue un proceso también. Tenemos que esperar que esto sea un proceso de nosotros limpiar toda la programación anterior para poder permitir lo nuevo otra vez. He's showing me again the broken glass and the new one arising. And that's what we mean when we give that metaphor, ¿verdad? Cuando hablamos de la metáfora de el vaso que se rompe para que el nuevo pueda emerger y recibir la luz, estamos hablando precisamente de soltar las creencias con las que nosotros nos criamos, para nosotros permitir que entonces lo nuevo pueda emerger y que emerja poco a poco también para que tú puedas manejar esa transición. One thing that is very loving, Annie, I don't know if you agree, is that the transition goes little by little.
Yeah, I think that
it's like
it's
very loving. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because sometimes we just want that fast, it's like, oh, I want to do that, but your body is not ready for that, your mind is not ready, so you need to calibrate all of that, and everything comes in little steps. So I think that's another thing that he wants to say, enjoy the process, because you created it for yourself, so it could be easier for you to just get into that remembrance of God, the God that is you. So enjoy the process, honor the process, and when you're ready, let go of the process, because you don't need that anymore.
Qué bello. Ok, así que recuerden que esto es un proceso y que está diseñado para que tú lo disfrutes. Es the embodiment of God. Perdóname, Graciela. Es tu despertar del Dios que eres en ti. Así que parte de lo que tienes que, o de lo que puedes hacer es disfrutar el proceso y no ponerte presión, sencillamente saber y permitir que todo va a ir fluyendo en orden perfecto, todo en su tiempo. Okay, I want to make a note about releasing the contract of no deservingness. I think that's how you say it. It has to do, and I need to make a note about this because sometimes that's something that we need to release with the old glass, with the old, as a collective, we created a many contracts. The contract of learning through pain, the contracts of I don't deserve to be good, or I don't deserve to be God, or I need to repent. I mean, all of that related to us not being the divine. So it's important at some point that people release contracts that come from the collective consciousness and that no longer serve us. And sometimes it's just a matter of us sitting and asking your team of guides to clear any subconscious energies of contracts that you might have created in this or past lives. And this is a very broad subject, and many people are working on releasing contracts, but this is something also you can find in YouTube. There's many people who have, contract release meditations, and you can go and do this work. Parte de lo que siempre también es importante es que usted a un nivel más profundo subconsciente libere los contratos de no merecimiento, de yo no soy suficientemente bueno, del pecado, de aprender a través del dolor. Todo eso son programaciones de la vieja tierra que a través de la liberación de contratos ustedes pueden hacer. Y ese tipo de meditación la puedes conseguir también en YouTube. Okay. On to you, Annie.
Yeah, that's another very important subject to bring up. And what really helped me, it was simply changing the way that we address it, changing the names, changing the vocabulary, because when we say contract, it seems so final, it seems like you can't change it because you just need to let go of it. Then I asked Yeshua, how can we make it easier? He says, call it an agreement. You had an agreement,
Nice.
and then you don't. It's like, okay, we did what we were supposed to do, and now I can let go of suffering. So Mary Magdalene is saying that, and she is one that always comes to me when we are doing this, like self-love and working with that. It's like, you don't need to suffer anymore, and it's a choice. It is a choice.
Oh, I love that. I respectfully disagree.
Yes.
He's laughing. And so it's like, yeah, okay, good.
That's awesome.
Beautiful, thank you. So maybe we can take some questions now.
Yeah, he wants to give a shout out to Brenda. She's saying gracias, te amo, and he said that he loves you, and he's thanking you for being the divine right now. For some reason, he wanted me to call out your name, Brenda.
Bravo, Brenda. Yeah, Brenda is in Puerto Rico, and she has a beautiful, oh, wow. Brenda, he's given me, like, Casa Calma is like el pesebre, it's the manger. Wow. Oh, my God, I am so goosebumps right now. So there is a beautiful space. Brenda has created this beautiful space in Puerto Rico called Casa Calma, which is the house of calmness, if you can translate it that way. And she is conducting a beautiful mission in there. Oh. So I have a feeling at some point we are going to all meet there. It's becoming a very important portal of transformation for my country, Puerto Rico. Thank you, Brenda, for your service to the light.
Yes, exactly. He's saying that it's one of the new temples of love of earth. And there are so many being built right now. So he's very excited for all the work that you're doing, very proud of you, and very, very thankful. When you said gracias, he said gracias a ustedes. Is that how you say? Yeah, yes, he's making me speak Spanish.
Fiesta!
Exactly.
Me encanta. Yeah. Oh my God, me encanta.
That is lovely. So yeah, let's see some questions. And if he wants me to go into trance, I will. But I think that for now, we'll just keep it like that.
Okay. Beautiful.
Because he's saying that we are having too much fun for him to take me away of the party. So that's why. So thank you very much.
Nice of him.
Oh, we appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh, that is beautiful. Thank you. I love you too.
Yeah. We have a first question here on YouTube from Iliana. And she's asking, how much longer after the new year will the energies allow us to feel more energized? My fatigue and sleeping is horrible with these energies.
He's saying that, again, everything is a choice, but the thing that happens is the physiology of the body. Sometimes it needs a little time to adjust to that new energy and that new you will say. So he's showing me the vase breaking, and then you are putting it back together with light and sound. So those are things that are going to help you. Light, he's saying sunlight is going to help you. Moonlight is going to help you, and music and frequencies, because all of those things help regulate the body, so the body is not feeling too overwhelmed. And he's saying that it really depends on how much attention you're paying to the body and how much love you are giving to the body, because he's saying, again, we keep saying that all the time, you are here to embrace God in physicality. You're not here to release the physicality, to overlook the physicality, to think that the physicality is not important. It is your vessel. It is God's vessel. So pay attention to the body and honor your bodies and love your bodies. He's saying that that is what has been creating so much of that imbalance that we feel, all the pain and all the things that we go through. Sometimes it is because we are not honoring the body, because we learned along the way that the body is not God, and it's not true. The body is God too. Everything is God. This microphone is God. He's pointing at things like your curtain is God, and lights are God, and everything is God.
It's called omnipresence.
Yes.
Translating. Se pregunta, una de las participantes pregunta qué puede hacer hacia el 2020 en términos de los síntomas físicos que está experimentando con las energías que están entrando. Así que Yeshua lo que les recomienda es que el sol, que tomen baños de luna y que trabajen con la frecuencia de la música, que hagan sanación con sonido, porque realmente parte de lo que es importante que entendamos es que nosotros venimos a ser dioses, pero también el cuerpo es Dios, todo es Dios. Así que la parte de honrar nuestro cuerpo físico es parte del proceso, ¿verdad? De nosotros encarnarnos como divinidad. All right,
Yeah.
all set.
And he's just saying that to really address her question, there is no time limit, because that energy that you keep feeling, it is inside of you. It's not outside. It's not coming from the sun. It's not coming from the moon. It's not coming from the universe. It is coming from inside your heart. He's saying your heart would be like the sun reflecting on the moon, but your heart is what is powering up the sun to give that nurturing to you and others. So he's saying, you've been looking outside of you for too long. It's time to turn that vision into inside of you again, because everything is within. So there is no time limit for that, because it's you, and you will always be creating. Yeah, you will always be creating something new, because you're God and you're creative and you like to party.
Yeah, that's why we need to keep the party going through all the process. Ok, la energía que podamos estar sintiendo en nuestro cuerpo físico viene del corazón, y parte de lo que nosotros hemos estado experimentando, y yo estoy en el grupo, es que hemos visto que es energía que viene de afuera, pero realmente lo que está ocurriendo es que toda la transformación viene de la energía del corazón dentro de nosotros, y es como si, ¿verdad? Cuando el sol refleja en la luna, y viceversa. Así que para calibrar lo que esté pasando, otra vez, hacia adentro, afuera, es un reflejo de lo que está pasando adentro. Okay, next.
Exactly. We can go to the next question, he says.
Morgan says, I would love if you guys would speak more on how to anchor and stay in these expanded energies longer.
He's saying that, again, what we were mentioning about the managing the frequency, and everything is a choice. So you can choose all of your thoughts. And that's something that not everyone is aware of. But if you just pay a little bit of attention, you can choose your thoughts. So whenever you choose a thought that isn't loving for you, that lowers your frequency, choose again. And he's saying, choose love, choose only love, speak only love, teach only love, because you are only love. So he's saying that is how you manage that frequency, so you can always keep up. So let's say that whatever it is that we do those little things that is sabotaging to ourselves, which is sometimes just checking the news, because that's going to lower our frequency. Sometimes it's eating something that is not good for us. We do those little things sometimes. And he's saying it's all a balance. It's not that we are telling you to not do those things. It's to do that with the conscious awareness of love. That's all that matters.
Okay. Para anclar la energía en este momento y manejar la frecuencia, escoja su pensamiento sabiamente y escoja todo el tiempo el amor. Escoja todo el tiempo el amor. Y no es que no vayas a escoger situaciones de baja vibración, como ver las noticias o comer algo que no te alimenta el cuerpo, pero que hagas balance dentro de todos los procesos. Got it. Thank you.
Exactly.
Next question. Does it have to be spiritual music, like mantras and etc.?
No. Anything that speaks of love. Is he singing to you?
No, he was dancing Black Eyed Peas around my apartment about 2 weeks ago. I was like, what? Yeah. I'm sorry for whoever
I love Black Eyed Peas.
It's just that the memory came back. I'm like doing my stuff around my apartment, and he's like, I know that you like my style.
Oh my God.
That's awesome.
So that's my reply to that.
Yeah, exactly. So whatever gives you the loving feeling. That's what he said. And now he's singing, you got that loving feeling. Oh, that loving feeling. And he's dressed as Tom Cruise in Top Gun as he's singing that loving feeling. Now it's gone. And he said, everyone now, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, gosh.
Thank you to whoever asked that question. Thank you. That was awesome. Now he's Elvis.
Love
Oh my
you
gosh.
too, Pamela
Oh
and
my
Anya.
Bye.
Déjame.
Oh, yummy.
I'm sorry. Una persona preguntó que si tenía que ser solamente música de mantras, de singing bowls, ¿verdad? De bowls. Y yo me acordé que los otros días él estaba aquí bailando Black Eyed Peas. Así que realmente es cualquier música que te suba la vibración. So to wrap that up, it's like any music that rises your vibration. And yeah, Bruno
exactly.
Mars is very important to raise vibration.
Yes, there's so many good ones.
Yes.
Okay.
What is not spiritual, right?
Yeah, there's no such
Everything.
thing.
Kathy asks, advice for the 2020?
He just showed me like a big, like he wrote a big word, you know, it's just popping eyes. He's like, share. It's time for you to share. Whatever it is, just share. Because you've been feeling lonely for too long now. And the more you share, the easier it is for you to comprehend that you're not lonely. You're not alone in this. And we put this family together and so many others and so many other names and so many other cultures and so many other things. So you could just embrace all of that, because he's saying that that's the calling of our hearts. And we were born in families because of that, because we want that communion. So the more you share, the easier it is for you to calibrate that frequency, to feel connected and to become more and more aware, because everything that you want is already there. It is inside of you. So when you speak it, you manifest it, because sound is it's the best frequency, you know, to manifest with. So share.
La pregunta es ¿qué consejo nos da Yeshua para el 2020? Y es compartir, ¿verdad? Que nosotros por fin abramos ese chakra de la garganta y hablemos y que compartamos con otras personas nuestra verdad y quiénes somos, y hablemos de quiénes somos, que ya hemos estado solos por demasiado tiempo, que en la medida en que tú te abres y hablas con otras personas, tú encuentras tu comunidad, tú encuentras el apoyo que estás buscando y la vibración, la palabra es la forma más directa de manifestar. Así que ábrete y comparte.
Exactly. And Corey said, share, equal, inspire others. Teamwork makes the dream work. Exactly.
Yay! Wow, I love that phrase.
Yes.
T-shirts. Yeah, and also in my experience, we sort of like opened up in here in the third eye, and our hearts are being worked very intensely.
Mm-hmm.
And we sort of like get stuck in here in the throat. That was a lot of clearing that we experienced through 2019, opening up, speaking our truth, and coming forth with who we are in a very powerful way. So there is an aspect of owning your power when you open up, and as a coach, and I've been a coach for empowerment many years, and lately an Ascension coach, and there's nothing more powerful than you speaking your truth. It's seriously liberating. So if you're still going to the Christmas party and you have angels around you and you don't want to tell people because they're gonna look funny at you, either that's not your party, you need to create your own you need to create your own party, or it is your time to teach. Again, share. It is your time to teach. So be conscious of the fact that wherever you go this Christmas and beyond, you are the light. Okay, so yes, go and shine that light.
Yeah, and Mary Magdalene is coming now. I think it's really a party. And she's saying that it's very important to speak your truth lovingly, not only to others, but to yourself. So honor yourself. Sometimes the voice of God is quiet or silent. So it really depends on how it feels for you, she's saying, you know, because the best thing that you can do is always be loving to yourself, because then you will be sure that you'll be loving to everything else and everyone else.
María Magdalena está aquí presente también y nos habla de que siempre hablemos nuestra verdad de una forma amorosa, ¿verdad? Y que entonces seamos amorosos primero con nosotros mismos, porque empieza desde adentro y se expande hacia afuera. Yes, thank you.
Exactly. Let me see what people are saying. My son and I are eating French toast.
Yeah.
What? Did you want me to share some of my French toast? Yes, come make French toast here.
I never eat.
Yeah, I never
French
had
toast,
French
yeah.
toast.
Oh, delicious.
Really? Awesome.
That's not your part. Yeah, story of my life,
Exactly.
by the way. Yeah.
Exactly. Sometimes, and when you just figure out in the middle of the party, it's like you are just sitting alone, you know, holding your drink, which for me it's mostly like water. And then you look around and like, what am I doing here? So yeah, that's a big one for us too.
Yeah.
Is there anything else? Oh, we have more things in chat, right?
Yes.
Oh, in the Q&A here.
Yeah.
So if you guys
I'm
have
just
questions, put them on the Q&A.
Yeah. So I heard that the second coming from the Bible will happen this coming 2020 or 2021. If so, can we see Yeshua through our physical eyes or feeling? And can everybody feel it? Any any preparation for that coming event?
I'm just dodging the triggers now.
Mhm.
It's nothing that you said. It's just me.
I know.
Okay. Let me just let him talk. He's saying that every time you wake up in the morning, that's the second coming of Jesus. Every single time. Every time you look in the mirror, every time you breathe, every time you love, every time you speak, that's the second coming of Christ. There is no second. There was no first. There is no beginning and no end for God. And we are all one. And if you wish to see me in physical eyes, I might show up for you. But I might not show up as you are expecting me to. I might show up as a bird on the tree, singing to you. I might show up as someone on the street, just waving, just helping you, just smiling at you. I might show up as your next breath. I might show up in your next song. I show up everywhere because I am everywhere. I am you. So every time that you perceive yourself as one, that's where I am. I reside in your heart. I'm not separated from you. So let's say the next time you look in the mirror, you are seeing me. It's not a period of time. It's not somewhere that you need to get to. It's not somewhere that you are reaching. It's not a place that you need to go. It's all within you already. So the only thing that matters is awareness. And you loving yourself enough to let yourself, to allow yourself to be aware that the day is here. It's no waiting. It's no 2020. It's no 2021. It's no, you keep creating and creating more dates and dates and dates because you are bypassing the ultimate truth that you are love. You are God. And if you call me that, then I am you.
Okay. La persona que nos pregunta sobre sobre si es cierto que va a haber una segunda medida de Cristo, ya sea en el 2020 o en el 2021. Y básicamente lo que él les contesta es que cada vez que nosotros nos despertamos, nos miramos en el espejo, esa es la segunda venida, de que ya nosotros estamos en una posición donde podemos verlo en todas partes, de que si la persona necesita que él se presente físicamente, él se presenta como un ave, como una persona que te sonríe en la calle, como tú mismo, ¿verdad? Que la segunda venida todavía tiene esa connotación de tiempo, pero nosotros no estamos en ese espacio ya, nosotros estamos en el eterno presente, así que no hay primero y segundo, sino que estamos eternamente en la presencia de Él, que Él está dentro de nosotros, Él es nosotros, es esa conexión con el todo que se manifiesta en todo lo que existe. That was a good question. Thank you. I appreciate that question.
Exactly.
That was a great question.
Yeah. That is interesting because that's how I came to meet Yeshua and like realize his love for others. It was exactly like that, like seeing regardless of the situation you live in or whatever's going on in your life, seeing the love that we have in common and seeing this in all, that's the reality of this. That's all that matters today, and that's all we have.
Exactly.
Yeah. So the next,
Pamela said
Gracias,
that
Flavia.
we feel like alone in that party until you find the other person feeling the same.
yeah,
Find your wallflower. Yeah, we have like a huge group of wallflowers. It makes sense.
Beautiful.
I'll reapply my mascara. So let's see how long I'll go without drying this time. Right? He has no manners.
next
Beautiful.
question is, how should I use the energies coming through for me right now? They have me feeling and looking like a human pendulum. I tingle, my ears buzz, and I go from hot to cold.
He's saying, how are you loving yourself through that situation? It's not what you do and how to use that, at least not at first. It is how you receive and become and embrace that. So how are you being loving to yourself through that situation, through that being a pendulum, you know? And how, the more you embrace that, the more you become that energy, the easier it will be for you to figure out how to serve with that.
Una persona pregunta cómo manejar las energías que la tienen ahora sintiéndose como, como un péndulo de un lado a otro, y él le contesta, ¿verdad? Que todo vuelve a cuán amoroso estás siendo tú contigo mismo dentro de los procesos y cómo los estás manejando. And I want to add something that came to my mind, and he wants me to share in terms of this question. And this is kind of like more technical, but somehow I'm guided to share. When you know the universal laws, and this is the 7 laws of how we operate: mind, correspondence, vibration, rhythm, and that came to me because the pendulum shows me the rhythm, polarity, hot and cold, karma, cause and effect, and generation, which is the masculine and feminine energies. When we are already ascending into the first 3 laws, mind, correspondence, and vibration, the others disappear. So part of what this person can be experiencing is that transitioning into the higher laws, which are the laws that are going to be prominent in the 5th dimensional realm, because we no longer have karma, we no longer have duality, because we're in oneness. So as you see it, and I don't know if that helps this person or somebody else in the call, as you embrace and understand the universal law, it sort of like helps you understand, like, it's like he's showing me like you're going up the stairs. You know, it's like there's and you know, masculine and feminine coming together in oneness, sacred union. No karma, cause and effect disappears. Polarity, there's no pulse, there's no duality anymore. Yeah. So the rhythm brings you a pulsating oneness into the 3 first laws. And once you are in that connection, you are God. So when you are experiencing anything else, there is still a thought somewhere about I am not. So you can also embrace your gut-like essence and allow that to just be a part of you in the experience. I hope that helped.
Yeah, and he said that whenever you are in that kind of mentality, will say that I am not, you know that it's not true, because God is not a not. God doesn't even listen to not. It doesn't comprehend the word not.
Yeah, because that's polarity.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Muy bien.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Rhythm. Yeah, when you said rhythm, I'm like, yes, I love this. Because I love music. That's what Pamela said. Let's see. Read the first one, he says.
Okay.
He's kind of bossy sometimes, by the way.
Sometimes. Mary asks, what are my unique gifts that I have in this lifetime, and how to fulfill my purpose with these gifts?
He says, not only to you, Mary, and he says your name with such love, but to everyone, your gift is love. And he smiles and he goes like, I know that that's not what you want to, that's not the answer they want, because you want something more specific, but it is that simple. Your gift is love. And now you have so many tools to express this love. So we can say that using those tools, that's your purpose, and how you use them with love. So if you decide using any kind of thing anything at all, he's showing me paintings and songs and speeches and books and whatever it is that you choose to express yourself, whatever creative thing that you want to bring, that's your purpose. But you can always choose your purpose again and again and again.
And keep singing.
Yep.
You know that, what is it? Wait a second. I know that you like my style. That you like my style.
Oh, gosh.
So, whatever your style is, that's the one.
Exactly.
Okay, so, la persona pregunta cuáles son sus regalos y cómo ella puede cumplir su propósito de vida, perdón. Y básicamente lo que le está diciendo es que su regalo es el amor, es el regalo que tenemos todos, el amor, y que cualquier cosa que tú hagas para expresar ese amor, estás expresando tus regalos y estás cumpliendo con tu propósito de vida.
Exactly. And he's saying that we keep giving you vague answers to your questions because you have the answers, and we don't want you to push anything down your throat. You know, it's for you to discover what it is that is your thing that you want to bring.
Okay, so as a coach for this person who asked this question, focus on your passion. Focus on the things that you're passionate about. Those are your gifts. And when I'm working with my clients who are working on defining their life purpose, it's like, what is it that you would do every day, even if they don't pay you? That is a really good guide to find. And the thing is that sometimes you think it's like, wow, sitting in the garden, that is my passion. Well, then that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. So it's like, sit in the garden and send all that love out, sitting in the garden. And while you're sitting there, they probably give you an idea on how to make a profit out of sitting in the garden. So part of what sometimes like stops us is like, oh my God, but I have to pay some bills and I'd like to eat all this time, you know, and my passion is just meditation. Well, maybe you will create a meditation book.
Exactly.
Or a CD. I'm CD. Oh my God. I went so 80s there. Oh my God. Oh my God. Jesus, sorry. So as you are accessing that passion, that fire of creation, which is God, fire of creation, what is it that you want to create? And trust that when you take that first step, all the universe is going to come and help you understand how you can do this continually, whether it is that you have a job that you would love and you want to do this as a hobby, or if you want to combine your passion with your job, or you want to leave your job behind like I did and just go for your passion. Whatever your process is, honor that the moment that you say yes to what your passion is, it's just like fire. Yes. It's going to ignite and everything is going to move forward. That was cool. Thank you. Great question too.
Yeshua had been saying, just do that thing that makes your love sing.
Oh, I love it. I want to write that down. Do the thing makes your love sing. Okay. Para la persona que preguntó sobre sus regalos, también quiero añadir que para las personas que están tratando de identificar su propósito de vida, es aquello que te inspira, que te da, que tienes una pasión por eso, y que a veces el problema es que el pensamiento se mete en el medio diciendo, bueno, pero y si tú lo que te apasiona es meditar en el patio, pues ¿cómo tú vas a bregar con eso? Pero realmente es que tienes que honrar eso, y en el proceso de hacerlo te van a llegar las ideas de cómo tú vas a poder producir, o cómo lo vas a expandir, o cómo lo vas a balancear con lo que estás haciendo en este momento. Así que es cuestión de honrar la pasión que eres, ese regalo, esa creatividad que tú eres, porque eres la divinidad, y trabajar con eso y moverte hacia adelante. No te quedes estancado en el pensamiento de, pero ¿cómo? No, move forward. Vamos para adelante. Vamos arriba. I always use that phrase. Vamos arriba. Let's do it. Let's go forward. Okay.
Okay. Next question from Pamela. I have so many triggers surrounding Christmas. I feel judged by others at times for not celebrating it the way society seems to want me to, especially as a mom of 4 kids. I just don't want to do it their way, and I'm tired of explaining it. What say you?
Well, I have so many triggers too relating Christmas. It's not something that, for me, it's not as enjoyable as it is for other people. I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. But then I think that the thing that I do now, at least, is like Flavia loves it. You can see, that's all her, she wants to decorate, she wants to bake, and she wants to, so I honor her and I let her do her thing, and she honors me not by just letting me not do it, and not being into it. And I think that that's maybe just creating something new that is more meaningful for you. I'm still in the process of trying to figure that out myself. Like, what is it for me that feels like Christmas? And then when I started really connecting with Yeshua, he said that it is that communion of embracing the Christ energy, that Christ that we all are. So then I was like, so that makes more sense to me, like we are all being reborn or just anything like that. It makes more sense to me to just share and to be in communion with other people that are like-minded. And maybe those other people, they will like Christmas and I won't, but I don't take offense also if they think that I'm weird or that I'm that I'm not honoring the societal thing that Christmas is. I go like, okay, so screw that. That's not me, and I can't play this. But yeah, I think it's kind of different because you're a mom, and then you have all of the kids, and the kids want to have all those things, and then you want to kind of maybe please them. So, but for that, I cannot relate. But with my sisters, for example, they love Christmas too, and I don't know. I've been the Grinch for too long, and now it's that I'm coming into terms with Christmas and understand that it's okay, it's fine. It's just a day that people choose to celebrate something. And if I start perceiving it as we are all celebrating that, even if people are not aware of it, they are celebrating the Christ that is them, the Christ that is born every time, and the Christ that is born every morning. So when I shift that to that, I'm like, okay, I can past it, I can stand it at least. But I don't know, let's say she's been saying other things. Okay, let me just check the chat. I've been trying to create my own more meaningful traditions. I was considering a tumbled Christmas tree. Tumbleweed, oh my god, seriously. I don't know, cats. Yeah. I don't play the Santa thing with my kids ever. So sometimes I feel weird that people judge me about it. Yeah. Emmy told me this year that she is going to believe in Santa, whether I believe him or not. You see? So she's honoring you. She's like, okay, if you don't want to believe in Santa, I want to. So I think it's just maybe not taking offense in that, that's what I try to do at least. But again, I'm here in another country with only Flavia as my sister to share this. So I'm not going to go to any parties. I'm not gonna, so I can't really fully relate because I removed myself from that not being my party thing. I think that's it. So maybe
I think that if you think, what is Christmas for you? And how you feel this energy to be like, in the Santa thing, for an example, for me, Santa Claus is not this person that gives you presents, but is the energy and the desire that we have to be with our family and the people that we love, and just be in communion, maybe help others. And sometimes people trash Christmas a little, like, oh, you are a bad person the entire year, and then on Christmas you want to, I don't know, feed the homeless and stuff. So you're doing one thing,
at least one thing, good, like, the whole year. So who gives a shit?
It's not the lights or the trees or the fancy meal or anything. It's the quality time that you spend with your family and the people you love. So
for reals, Flavia is the Christmas queen. She is. She's like Elsa.
Yeah. I love it so much.
Well, I'd like to add to this that in my experience, I have experienced both. I like the magic, but also it for many years I was like, oh my God, what is it with the Christmas thing? So I have both of you's experiences. Yeah. I have a little bit of Flavia and I have a little bit of Annie.
Which is great. You're balanced. Yeah. Yeah.
But what I'm getting from Yeshua right now is like, what do we want to create as a Christmas in the new earth? What is it that we want to create in the new earth? So part of what we're being invited is to look at all these traditions from the creator perspective and say, oh, okay, so wow, maybe we need more music, maybe we need less shopping, maybe we need more prayer around the tree and singing around the tree. Maybe we need more eggnog, less alcohol. I don't know, whatever it is.
Yep.
And it's like what I'm getting from here is like, just look at it from the heart and go into your creative mode of what is it that you want it to be, and just release. It's literally, it's like, oh.
Yeah, when you said that, I saw so many sparks of light, and then Pamela said that she saw a star. It's like, yeah, and then he's saying, you should create a new tradition. You should create a new Christmas thing. And he's pointing at you, Pamela. It's like you know, and the four of us, like, let's create something new. Let's create a new meaning for Christmas if that's what we need, you know. So
every time he says you, I see him impersonating Oprah.
Oprah, yes. you get a star. You get a star.
There we go. Let me just
Yes.
Bring this together here in Spanish. La persona que preguntó estaba preguntando sobre la Navidad, ¿verdad? Y sobre toda la parte de cómo se celebra. Y porque ella pues realmente no le llama la atención, y Ani explica que pues ella realmente no es una persona que celebra Navidad, no le gustan las fiestas y la tradición, a Flavia sí le gusta, así que parte de lo que nos está trayendo Yeshua dentro de toda esta conversación es, ¿qué quieres crear tú en la nueva tierra con relación a esta tradición? ¿Verdad? And now that I'm saying it in Spanish, I have to recognize, like in Puerto Rico, is a very traditional cultural thing. I mean, like we Puerto Ricans have the longest Christmas ever because we finish Christmas like on the third week of January. It's like absurd, but yeah, we're party people. Yeah, that part of my projection for the new Christmas in Puerto Rico is like, well, shorter, you know, shorter, but more deep into the connection of what it should be. And there is a beautiful thing that I admire from my culture regarding Christmas, and it's the Three Kings tradition that is completely connected to this whole beautiful nativity experience that we had, and how these gifts that the Three Kings are bringing to us in this new earth, what are they bringing? And how we can visualize the magic of this connection that we have to the gifts. And again, he's showing me all that, all the gifts and receiving and allowing, and how then we can use this experience to bring it. He's actually saying, if you are Santa Claus, if you are the Three Kings, how will the experience change? Okay, I leave it there because that was like, bam.
And then Morgan said, I love how this season brings people together in the spirit of love and giving, yet at the same time, it's like, why not sharing love all the time? I think that's my point. I don't see as if we are not sharing love. And it doesn't make sense to just focus that in that 1 week. But I also understand that the collective belief brings that energy more attention, you know. But I think that perhaps that's my thing. It just clicked something for me. It's like, I think that we are always sharing and always together in the spirit of love, as you said, and always giving. It's just a matter if we are aware of it or not, you know. So I don't know.
Oh, now I'm getting my kicked over here saying, oh, you want to shorten that? My bad, never you mind. All right.
Question here.
Next question is from Corey. She asks, what expansions can we expect for our 613 family in 2020?
He's saying, I'm not going to put a cap on that. I'm not going to tell you something and limit you to that, because there is no limitation. You can do and be and go and everything all the time. So whatever you decide, just know that you are fully supported, guided, and held at all of your decisions together as a family and as individuals.
Okay. Next question is from Ileana. She asks, where does speaking our truth cross the line of being rude to people? I notice sometimes people sometimes say mean things to others, and then they say, well, that's my truth, or too bad you can't handle it.
He's saying it's very simple. The only thing that is true is love.
That's awesome.
If you're not speaking with love, if that doesn't sing of love, then it's not your truth at all. It's just your truth with capital T, which is still important, but it's not the truth, like the truth of your soul with capital T. Did I say wrong? Like lowercase t, that's when you are thinking about speaking your truth, but it's lowercase t. But once you speak your truth with capital T, that's love. So you can never harm anyone if you're speaking of love.
Okay, let me translate. Esta persona pregunta sobre las veces que uno habla su verdad y de la forma en que lo dice y las personas que pues dicen, pues esa es mi verdad y brega con eso. Y él dice que realmente la única verdad con V mayúscula es el amor. Así que lo que sea que tú digas, si lo dices con amor, si lo dices desde el amor, si lo expresas con amor, pues estás en la verdad. Lo otro pues es tu verdad.
Exactly.
We got it.
I almost spilled water all over because I was reading the chat and drinking water, and then I will read it now.
Okay.
It says, I'd like to create this here and now. I'd like to create an in-person event with Lightworkers613 for 2020.
Yep.
And she says, I just got an offer for a host in Bali. Just saying.
Let's freaking do this. It's happening.
We are happening. We are
2020. We are
in
hugging.
person. Yes,
Everyone.
every one of us.
Not even joking.
Yeah, well, you will be coming to the States soon too.
For sure.
Absolutely. And I think you have a spot in Puerto Rico as well. So, hey.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
Add those bags.
Thank you.
Yes, that's the plan for 2020.
2020 is looking good.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. I even lost my...
Yes, because we want to do, I'm just going to put it out there. We want to do like a gathering for Flavia's birthday in March. So everyone is welcome to come to Portugal. You know, all of you.
All of you.
Cool.
We are trying to figure out the logistics and all that. But if you are interested in coming for Flavia's birthday,
yes,
let's do this.
It's March 9th, by the way.
Yep.
Ooh,
That's
March
gonna
9th
be...
in the house, May 9th in the house. Okay.
Oh, really?
Love it. Yeah.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
You know, that 9 number is all about the love.
Gloria already has her passport, so yep. This is happening.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Oh, my heart. I need to breathe again just so I can read.
We're gonna hug the hell out of you.
Okay. Anna asks, during my meditation, there was a woodpecker at my window, which was very loud. Maybe it was Yeshua?
I didn't know what woodpecker was, and then he showed me. Pica-pau. Yeah. He's saying that it is more like your own higher self, which is also him, of course. He's there. But it's like your higher self calling your attention for something. Whatever that means to you, like the moment of that meditation, maybe the meaning of the meditation, something that you were doing regarding that. That's what he's showing me. He keeps showing me like you laying in a bed and like it's raining outside and the bird keeps knocking on the door. It's like you are trying to I don't know how that resonates for you, but I'm just gonna say it because you know that's how it goes for me. Sometimes it makes no sense for me, but anyways, so it's like you are trying very hard to meditate, and God is everywhere. God is in the rain, God is in the window, God is in the bird, and sometimes your consciousness, your own God, it's trying to wake you up to that. It's like sometimes you don't even need to sit down in meditation to experience those things, and sometimes the meditation is the catalyzer to that. So what it is for you, because it's very personal, however that resonates to you. I never saw a woodpecker, by the way, just saying.
Really?
Only in the
Cartoon?
no. I did.
Yeah,
Because
they're tiny.
I'm expecting to see
here.
them like pick-a-paw, in
Yeah.
the cartoon.
Yeah, no, not
No,
like
I
that.
have them here. They're beautiful. I have a lot of that and blue jays and cardinals around here. Yes,
That's
really
so
beautiful.
cute. I
Yeah,
love
we have
those.
some really amazing ones here too. I have no idea how they're called, but they are like black and white, and they
Yeah, so friendly.
Yeah, they're super friendly. They want to sit on top of the sheep heads. So sometimes the sheep will just be there, and then they land on their heads, and they'll be like, like such friends.
Yeah.
So cute.
Next question is from Juan. He asks, what does Yeshua think about things like politics? Are we supposed to get involved in any of that?
Are you supposed to do anything at all? You are the creator of your own dream. You're not supposed to do anything. You can choose to do everything. And there will come a time, I'll say, in your own experience of time, where you will not need such limiting beliefs anymore. Because you will not need anyone to lead you, because you understand that you are all leaders of your own dreams. What do you want to create today?
Wow.
I think that's it.
Okay, voy a traducir. This is a big subject for my country. Gracias, Juan. Hold on, one second. Juan pregunta sobre la política y si nosotros deberíamos envolvernos en los asuntos políticos, ¿verdad? Si nosotros nos suponemos envolvernos. Y él dice que pues nosotros no tenemos que hacer nada que tengamos que hacer. O sea, ya nosotros estamos en nivel de ser los creadores de nuestra experiencia, de nuestro sueño, y que el tiempo va a llegar donde ya no vamos a necesitar que nadie sea nuestro líder, porque nosotros vamos a tener esa sovereignty, Raciel, vamos a tener soberanía, wow, esa palabra en Puerto Rico es bien impactante, soberanía sobre nosotros mismos, y esa soberanía que queremos ver a nivel colectivo empieza contigo, ¿verdad? Así que es cuestión de tú decidir qué es lo que quieres crear para ti y verlo expresarse en el colectivo. Thank you, Juan. Very good question.
Elmer says, I was dreaming of 3 golden angels, and at the center was a big one, and poured me his golden light. Poured me his golden light. What does that mean?
Sounds like an Archangel Uriel to me. I don't know what you get out of that.
Yeshua is talking about meaning in general and how that's part of our own creation. So that's when sometimes they say it's like, whatever it means to you, that's what it means. Because we are always creating. So God is neutral. It doesn't give meaning to anything you say. Us as humans, we give meaning to stuff. So a basic answer is, it's God, it's you, it's your higher self, maybe, whatever you want to put it as, your guides, just giving you, empowering you with that light, whatever that light was for you at that moment, that's of your creation. Whatever meaning you want to give to it, that's of your creation too, so you can choose what it means. Or, because in a way, it's so much. In a way, you already have a meaning for that. And when you see those things, you will be accessing that. So it's like nudging you to reconnect, to become more aware of your own connection with that. So when we see signs, for example, what does it mean to us? Because in a way, even if in the background we'll say, you already created that, meaning. So what does it mean to you? It's you, it's your God, it's your higher self that already has a meaning for that, and it's trying to just show you that connection in your awareness. Does it make sense what I'm saying? Oh. So that's the thing. So you already created a meaning for that, and when we see those signs, it's just a reminder that you are always connected. You can always access that part of you.
Oh, that's beautiful. Ok, la persona pregunta porque tuvo un sueño donde habían 3 ángeles de luz y uno le estaba dando luz a ella, ¿verdad? ¿Qué significa esto? Y lo que Yeshua contesta es que cada símbolo que nosotros vemos tiene ya su propio significado, pero ¿qué significa para ti? Que lo que significa para ti es lo que es, porque es parte de tu conexión con toda la conciencia, ¿no? Y con entender claramente qué es lo que esto trae a ti como un mensaje desde tu ser más elevado. Okay.
Spanish is so beautiful.
It is.
Oh, so is Portuguese.
It's very similar in many ways.
Sí, yeah, it is.
Another question from Juan. He asks, any advice for handling all the dysfunctional conversations of the Christmas dinner?
That's kind of funny.
Love, oh, come on, guys. That's funny.
Yeshua is saying that seeing everything as innocent, because that's the truth of us. So whatever they say, that's their perception, that's their choice of living their dream, and everyone is their own God. And we choose those individualities so we can play this game that is Earth. So if you decide seeing them as whatever it is that they're saying that is triggering you, that is, that is quote unquote dysfunctional for you, it's not dysfunctional for them. It is their own expression right now. So if we see that as innocent, you will not judge it and it will not affect you. He's saying sometimes it's easier said than done. It's a practice, but just understanding that they are their own God, and whatever it is that they are choosing to do, and whatever it is that they are choosing to express on earth right now in this physicality, it doesn't take away the fact that they are God creating. So if you are just aware of that, he's saying that that's step number one, and seeing them as innocent, and then seeing them as you. They are you playing other roles for each other. So he's saying that helps taking off all of those layers of judgment that sometimes we have, and it's easier to embrace their own divinity and however it is that they're expressing their divinity.
Sí, parte de esta pregunta es cómo manejar las conversaciones que ocurren a través de los encuentros en Navidad o de la mesa en Navidad, ¿verdad? Y lo que Yeshua le comenta es que lo ideal es que miremos a todas las personas alrededor de nosotros desde la inocencia y desde el aspecto de que cada uno de ellos sigue siendo la presencia divina en alguna forma, en algún nivel, y que en nuestra conciencia de unidad podemos vernos reflejados en todo esto, ¿verdad? Que si nos miramos así, neutral, desde el no juicio, es más fácil nosotros poder estar en un espacio de gratitud por todo lo que nos rodea en este momento. Thank you.
Yeah. You know what I do sometimes, if I know I will be in a situation that might be a little triggering, I always bring Yeshua and Hillel with me. And I have, these internal conversations with them. And every time someone is saying something that I either don't want to interact with or it's triggering or anything, they always comment, and it's always funny.
Yeah.
Because, what can shake them?
That is super beautiful.
Yeah.
I have to bring my indigo self to this question. There's always a choice of honoring yourself and saying no.
Yes.
There is always the choice also of saying, I think I am going to start doing things differently in my life as I honor what is it that makes me happy? What is it that brings my vibration to a higher level? What is it that I really want to do? And I had part of the reason why I had this situation in Christmas a lot was precisely because my soul was asking me for silence, and everybody was inviting me to, you have to be here because we have dinner, because blah, 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 blah. And most of what created that thing was my being wanted to sing along by the Christmas tree in silence and by myself. So be very kind to yourselves in every situation, not only Christmas. And if you sincerely know that you are not going to enjoy, honor your truth, and just say no.
Don't go. Yeah. Exactly. And
That's
the thing
also
that was
a choice.
The thing that I do, and I saw Pamela in my mind because I feel like she does that too. I sing in my head. So when someone is saying something, when I'm in an environment that I cannot get myself out of, the most loving thing for me to do is like I start singing in my head, whatever it is that it comes, you know, and sometimes like stupid songs like everything is awesome. So it's like I sing that, or I sing to them out loud. Exactly. It's like, you know, because then he just shifts, you know, he helps me. He annoys them and they go away. I'll start doing that. I'll start singing to them whenever someone starts triggering me, I'm like, everything is awesome.
Like, I love this. I have to translate this because this is so cool. Dentro de esa misma pregunta de cómo manejar, ¿verdad?, las situaciones familiares o la cena o lo que sea, yo lo que traigo a la conversación es que tú también tienes que honrarte a ti mismo, y si tú sientes que tú no debes estar en ese lugar, pues aprende a decir no, punto. O sea, honra tu verdad, honra donde tú quieres estar y donde tú sepas que tu frecuencia vibratoria se va a mantener en alto, ¿verdad? Porque parte de mi experiencia era, o sea, yo quería estar en la Navidad, en mi silencio, en mi cosa, y todo el mundo invitándome para aquí, para allá. Así que eso es parte, y Ani trae esta magnífica herramienta, que es que a veces uno como quiera está en una situación donde la energía es otra cosa, y ella lo que se pone a hacer es a cantar en su cabeza, y ella está en su canción, y está en su alta vibra, y ella está pasando lo que esté pasando afuera. Annie, I love that song suggestion, I have to say. Oh my goodness.
They do that all the time.
This is our mantra here.
Oh my gosh, I love it, because now every time I go into a situation, I am going to go like that, and that is going to put
Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome when you're living in your dream. It's the best mantra ever.
Oh my goodness.
That's what I do. But next time I'm going to do what Pamela says. I'm going to stare them in the eye and everything is awesome. So yeah, they'll run. I sing in my head too. Maybe out loud needs to happen.
Yeah.
See, Morgan, exactly.
They can join the fun or leave. Yeah, here in the journey.
Exactly. Snap your fingers and you do it and dance and look them in the eyes. Now it's becoming like a multitasking thing.
I do the dancing and Annie just looks at me like, oh my God, why am I your friend?
Or sometimes we start dancing and singing out of nowhere. It's like we are cooking.
There's no music.
Yeah, and then we start just dancing, which is just us being weirdos. So you see, find your niche, people.
Yes.
Beautiful. Love it.
Okay, I think we should go for like 5 or 10 more minutes. I really have to pee.
Yeah. Next question is from Eva. She says, sorry to make a 180 in the mood, but I wanted to ask how to move forward. I've been very depressed and scared to go through my pain since I'm also suicidal. Thank you.
What is the beginning again?
How to move forward. And she says, I've been very depressed and scared.
There's so many things to say. Okay, so let's just say one thing at a time. He's saying that seeing the miracles of daily life can really, really help us move forward. And that's what we call staying present and staying in the moment. So seeing the little miracles of every day, such as waking up in the morning, taking your first breath, making yourself a coffee or tea, or cooking and eating, and how your body just functions and how perfect it is. Those little things, a word of a friend or anything at all. So just being aware of those little miracles can really help us be present. So then you can move forward, because sometimes we get so scared by tomorrow and whatever it's going to bring that we don't pay attention in what is happening right now and how beautiful your existence is right now in this body and in this embodiment of the divine in this time and age, as we call it. So that's what he's telling you, to be more aware of those little tiny things that make your heart sing, that makes you happy, you know. So the other thing is, now it's Mary Magdalene, and she's saying, do one loving thing. She's saying that's for everyone. If I could give you one advice to follow through the year, is Do at least one loving thing for yourself every day, whatever that is. If it's eating a piece of chocolate, if it's taking a walk, if it is talking to a friend, whatever it is, taking a bath, if it's doing your nails, and anything at all that represents love towards yourself, do at least one of that every day. Because then you start honoring yourself and you start reconnecting with that part of you that you feel it is lost. And it helps you grow into loving yourself more, because you are doing that all the time. Now you are showing yourself your appreciation for you and for this physicality and for everything that it brings. So that's the other thing. There was something else that they wanted to say. You can translate if you want, Diani, as
Go
I'm
ahead, I'm
gathering
taking
my
notes.
thoughts.
Yeah, I know I'm taking notes, and I'll do it at the end.
Oh yeah, going through your pain. Sometimes, again, there's just so much. They're saying, what does it mean going through it for you? It is reliving it and redoing all the suffering, or is it releasing it? Because sometimes we keep doing it again and again and again, and we face our pain without acceptance and without surrender. So those are the two technologies they are telling you that could be really beneficial now also. It is, sometimes it's not even accepting. For example, that happened a few days ago when we talked to someone and they had a really painful event in their lives. And we say that, oh, we need to accept, we need to forgive that. What if you just need to accept that you don't need to, that you don't need to accept that as it happens? Honor yourself. What is it that you feel? Honor that. Because everything that you feel, it is somehow, even if it doesn't seem like it, it is love, it is God. And you are here to feel and experience those things. So sometimes we lose the meaning. Why should we keep doing this? It is because you want to experience things in a physical body. And you need to keep honoring yourself through those things. So the best thing that you can do for yourself, it is that, what is the best thing that I can do to myself to love myself and to show myself that I love myself today? And it can be anything at all. So do one loving thing for you each day. And I think maybe as a disclaimer, we should do the suicide thing.
You, if it's know that it's okay to ask for help, and on those hard days, reach out to the suicidal helpline. I think that's in your country.
And we are here for you too.
Always, yes.
If you want to talk, if you want to vent, whatever it is, there is no right or wrong. And we love you.
You're never alone.
Yeah.
Before I translate, I just want to thank this beautiful, brave soul that came forward.
Yes.
I thank you for your courage. I thank you for it showing us vulnerability. What a great lesson you just given us. And I am so honored to meet you right now. So thank you so much for existing. And you have our light and love also in this process. Definitely, you can reach out to me too. So, en español, vamos con la pregunta de la persona que nos está hablando de que está en un proceso de depresión y incluso de pensamiento suicida. Y en este momento lo que Yeshua le dice es que parte de lo que nosotros necesitamos hacer en este momento es que tenemos que mirar el milagro de cada día. ¿Qué cositas tú estás haciendo en tu vida? Y todo el mundo pasa por momentos de baja, ¿no? Así que esto es para todo el mundo. ¿Qué cosas tú puedes apreciar en tu vida que estás haciendo todos los días y que a veces lo tomamos por sentado? Pero mira, hacer ese café, tomar una caminata, comerte el chocolate, ¿sabes qué tú puedes hacer que te hace sentir bien, que te hace sentir feliz? Reconecta con la parte de tu ser que se ha perdido, dice María Magdalena, y haz eso que realmente te hace feliz y hazlo diariamente. Y wow, no puedo estar más de acuerdo, que mucho hacemos para otros y a veces nos dejamos para lo último en la lista, ¿no? Así que para aquellas personas que están pasando por estos momentos de mucho dolor, de depresión, de tristeza profunda, acepta y entra en ese proceso, pero también observa cómo quizás lo que tienes que aceptar es que, mira, sí, esto es lo que estoy sintiendo y esto es lo que es. en este momento, más que lucharlo, abrazarlo y permitir que eso pase a través de ti. Así que hónrate, ¿verdad? Honra tu proceso, honra tu dolor, y para las personas que están en la misma situación que esta amiga, hay ayuda a través de las líneas de apoyo. En Puerto Rico hay líneas de apoyo para suicidio. Habla con alguien, estamos nosotras, y sé valiente y vulnerable como la amiga que se abrió en este espacio para compartir qué pues está pasando por este proceso. Eso es parte del proceso de crecimiento, ¿verdad? Pedir ayuda. Thank you again, my friend. I mean, asking for help is key. And I want to acknowledge, I am a certified coach. I've been a certified coach for 11 years. And just 3 days ago or 2 days ago, I had to sit down with my coach and we did a 3-hour session because I have my own stuff. We have all been going through the processes, and it's important to say, you know, and I need to sort this out. And one thing that has been really awesome in my experience is that a lot of the situations that have been happening, especially after the 11/11 portal, are situations that are showing me the things that I need to address. So sometimes we don't want to enter the contrast, which people call conflict. But in my experience, a lot of the contrast is showing me, hey, you are not facing this one. You are not acknowledging that one. So yes, do reach out. I cannot emphasize that enough. So thank you, my hero, for enlightening this place with your courage. And yes, that's the way I love to see it. Thank you, my friend. I love you.
And as Yeshua said, share. Share. He was saying, like, share this love that you hold in your heart. It's ready to be shared. And that's why you're feeling so overwhelmed. It's because that you're keeping it all to yourself. So however your love comes, just share it to others.
Volunteer work is a great action to do out with other people. And I have always had it as part of my abundance practice to do volunteer work. But definitely it's also a healing practice.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's what kept me going for so long, because I've been in depression in the past for so long, and that was the thing that always brought life back to me. You know, it's like going and doing something for someone else and serving. So
beautiful. Así que las personas que también quieran mover esa energía pueden hacer trabajo voluntario. Yo lo tengo como parte de mi práctica de abundancia, pero también es una práctica de sanación, hacer trabajo voluntario y ayudar a otras personas. All right.
I think that's Yeshua's final message is,
beautiful.
Again, share. Share the love that you are, and know that you're not alone. And we love you. We are you. And we honor all of your traditions. We honor all of your dreams. And as my beloved Annie tells you all the time, we meet you where you are. There is no right or wrong. For we are the love that we are. And I love you. Thank you. Thank you for celebrating yourselves. And thank you for celebrating me.
Gracias, el mensaje final de Yeshua. Gracias a todos ustedes por todas estas celebraciones y todas estas tradiciones. Yo siempre me voy a encontrar con ustedes en donde sea, en el nivel que sea que ustedes estén. Siempre voy a estar presente para ustedes. Gracias por el amor, gracias por compartir. Recuerden compartir. Es bien importante en este momento que hagamos eso. Saben que los amo y que siempre estoy aquí para ustedes. Thank you.
And we have a thank you note from Milagros. Thanks for the love. Thank you, Yeshua, for always being present on my walk. I am completely grateful for your healing presence in my dancing mindfulness classes I offer. So thank you.
That's my coach. That's my coach. Yay, that's my coach. Beautiful.
Love you. So thank you all.
To add a final note to our sharing, we have placed a PayPal link for those of you who want to share a love offering for this transformation, and we will multiply your offerings 101 times.
What is your link for the PayPal?
It's on the event. I put it underneath.
I think I'm just gonna share it here too. It's Coach Dianiluz.
No, I don't. I really don't remember. I just
Flav is checking that out.
cut and paste.
She's fast.
But on the event where we place the link for the love offerings is in there. And also you can find that in my page. My name is Dianiluz Cora, and I also have a fan page, Coach Dianiluz Cora. And I invite you to join me, and I invite you very strongly to do your healing work, to create this new vessel of light, to open up and be vulnerable, to share what it is that is happening in your life, to cleanse yourself and purify like we did today with Archangel Raphael. I invite you to create the beautiful grail, to receive all the blessings that 2020 is to bring. And thank you so very much. Because part of the beautiful meditation for those of you that maybe joined us later, at the beginning of this transmission, there's a beautiful meditation on you being born as the Christ. So part of what Yeshua wanted me to share with you is that today there are many messiahs, not just one. And that, my friends, is a miracle.
Yes. So Pamela said, thank you. And she's very glad to meet you. I don't know if you know her. I think, I don't know if we introduced you to Pamela Erling, right?
I think we were with Orion, with Horus.
Yes.
We had a party with Horus.
She said that it was lovely to meet you and that she'd also be happy to have you as a guest on her show.
Oh, I would love
that would be freaking awesome.
Oh, I am so honored. Yes.
Awesome.
I will reach out to you.
Can't wait for that. That's gonna be so cool. And then she said that we love that we have a Flavia. Yeah, it's like dang. So I just posted the PayPal link for our Patreon here, for our account here, and then
and I posted yours on the YouTube.
What is yours is mine. We share.
Yep.
We share. Thank you so much for the love and light. And Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad para todos. May this 2020 be the creation that you make of it. Okay, so take some moments during these next 10 days that we have left of this year. Do a little bit of inventory with Archangel Jeremiel. He's amazing about, let's sit down and see what happened. And then really, really embrace your God-given right to create and create a fabulous 2020 for you and for all of us. Feliz Navidad.
Thank you. Thank you so much
for
pleasure. Inviting us for this, for doing this with us. I'm so, so glad. And it's been the best year of my life so far. And 2020 is going to be 33 times better at least. And that's what I wish for all of you. So thank you so much. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for all of your support and all of your love. We would not be here without you. So thank you. I love you guys.
Feliz Navidad.
Thank you.
Feliz Natal.
I love you. Feliz Natal.
Ay, Feliz Natal. Qué lindo. Love you guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
See you soon.